Thank you for tuning in to another Bob's Pro Shot video ball review, and today we're going to take a look at the all-new, highly anticipated IQ Tour 78U. The cover stock on the 78U is the Control 78 solid urethane cover stock. The weight block that we've all known and come to love is the C3 centripetal control core. At box, this is 500 grit Abralon, and it is a urethane ball, so the flare potential isn't very high. At 15 pounds, we have an RG of 249 and a diff of 029. Myself and urethane typically does not get along, and I've stated that in previous urethane videos that we've done, with the Sen-U and the UC3 to be exact, the first two that come off the top of my head. And both of those balls, I liked them out of box, but then I kind of realized that they were just way too strong for the patterns. For the shorter patterns, where the pitch black was still the urethane ball of choice by many staffers and by people that primarily throw SPI products. The pitch black seemed to be the go-to urethane ball if you were on staff still, even with the stronger balls like the UC3 and the Sen-U coming out. In comparison to the pitch black, the IQ 78U is going to give you a little bit more flare potential. It's going to give you a little bit more shape, and the flare rings on the ball are actually separated. So the ball is actually flaring instead of something like the pitch black where your flare lines are typically right on top of each other. You have some space in between the flare lines, which means the IQ 78U is picking up earlier, and it's giving you a little bit more motion down lane. For someone like myself, where urethane doesn't really match up and I don't bowl on shorter patterns for the fact that I know it's not my A game, I'll practice on shorter patterns, but I don't have the confidence to go out and score high or well enough and keep up with the scoring pace on shorter patterns. The 78U gives me a better look than I've had in the past. This actually gives me the confidence to where, I could go out and average 210, 220 and kind of stay with the scoring pace. So the 78U for me, myself, matches up really well. Also, I've always matched up with the C3 centripetal control core in the past. The IQ line has always been my favorite. So this ball, although it surprises me a little bit with the urethane cover stock and the reaction that I was getting, it also didn't surprise me that the weight block matched up so well with myself. On the 78U, I went with a little less aggressive layout than I typically do on urethane balls. I went with 5 1/4 inch pin to pap on this one, where typically I drill urethane balls like 4 1/4. And that's just because I think I've always really been seeing the shape incorrectly when it comes to urethane. So I drilled this one 5 1/4, get it a little bit cleaner with the smaller weight blocks to get it a little further down lane before it starts that early roll. Obviously, it's going to hook in the fronts, but if I can prolong it just a little bit, then that's going to help me see the shape that I need to see up front in the middle part of the lane. All in all, the 78U is a ball that definitely makes my bag and is definitely an asset to what I have already had. It definitely gives me a better option and a better game plan for giving myself the ability to go bowl on shorter and tougher patterns where I find myself struggling in the past. I feel like the 78U is going to give me a little bit of a better option. With the 78U being in compliance with the PBA's new rule on hardness, being 78 in hardness of the cover stock of the bowling ball, I feel like the 78U is definitely going to be a trendsetter in the industry and is going to pave the way for other companies to more experiment with balls of this sort. Thanks everybody for tuning in to another Bob's Pro Shot video ball review. If you can, take a chance to like us on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube and Instagram channel to stay up to date with all of our review videos and promotions for the shop going forward. Thanks and have a great day.